The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, and Tampa Bay Downs.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring a classic rematch in the Grade 1 Haskell Invitational, a battle of champions in the Grade 1 Clement HIRSCH Stakes, and a maiden winner of the Grade 2 Jim Dandy Stakes. We begin with sprinting fillies and mares at Saratoga and the Grade 2 Honorable Miss Handicap. Paula's Silver Lining, the 7-5 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
They're blazing right along up front as they move into the far turn. Disco Chick on the inside, right alongside of Diva Express. A length clear of Sarah's Sis, Bar of Gold on the far outside. Paula's Silver Lining will try her luck from off the pace. In behind horses 2.5 lengths off the lead. Have You Gone Away is second last, and the trailer is La Madrina as Disco Chick turns for home after a 45 flat half mile. Disco Chick, Paula's Silver Lining comes at her, but here comes Have You Gone Away, and these two are now 1-2. Paula's Silver Lining in front. Have You Gone Away a length behind and trying to close in. It is Paula's Silver Lining. Have You Gone Away? These two coming down to the wire in the Honorable Miss, and it is Have You Gone Away who has run down Paula's Silver Lining to win it.
Have You Gone Away by Windstar Farm Stallion Congrats gets up to defeat Paula's Silver Lining by a neck. Kendrick Carmouche aboard the New York bred in 109-4. Have You Gone Away has posted 2 stakes wins in 3 starts for Sequel Racing, which acquired the multiple stakes winner privately during the spring. This was the first graded stakes victory for the winner and for trainer Tom Morley. The 5-year-old mare was bred in New York by Indian Susan Beadnell. Have You Gone Away, who sold for $1,200 as an unraced 2-year-old at Keeneland, has earned $622,000. Access Thoroughbred Week replays every Saturday on Thoroughbred Daily News at thetdn.com. Fillies and mares sprinting over the Woodbine turf in the Grade 3 Royal North Stakes. Lady Shipman, the 3-5 favorite. Robert Geller picks up the call.
Catch me if you can. That is the motto here. Lady Shipman in front. And Lady Shipman out by a length. In second placing is Silent Treat on the outside, Starless Night. On the rail, she's explosive. Lady Shipman traveling well in front. In behind them now, Cactus Chris getting busy, is starting to get worried down the outside because Lady Shipman, is she gone here? She's a length and a half in front, holding them, trying to go further ahead. In second placing, she's explosive. And Lady Shipman is responding beautifully. She's explosive, making a great race of it, but Lady Shipman just never in doubt. Lady Shipman completely back to her true and utter best, and Lady Shipman dominant in the Royal North.
Odds-on favorite Lady Shipman takes the field gate to wire to defeat She's Explosive by a length and 3/4. Jesse Campbell aboard the OBS Sales Graduate in 107-3. A 10-time stakes winner and a close second against males in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint last fall. This was the first graded stakes victory for Lady Shipman. Kieran McLaughlin took over as trainer for her current campaign. The 4-year-old filly by Midshipman was bred in Kentucky by Randall Lowe. Lady Shipman has earned $776,000 for Ranlow Investments. Jesse Campbell with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Saratoga for the Grade 1 Alfred G. Vanderbilt Handicap. Holy Boss, the 3-1 favorite. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
Delta Bluesman joined by a 3-wide Holy Boss. Holy Boss and AP Indian have gone by Delta Bluesman as they come toward the top of the stretch. Catalina Red is 4th. Chublicious is 5th. The half was 44-3. They're into the stretch. Holy Boss on the outside. Delta Bluesman at the rail. Between them, it's AP Indian. AP Indian and Holy Boss. Delta Bluesman back to 3rd on the inside. Catalina Red is 4th at the 16th pole. Joe Bravo and AP Indian had the lead, and AP Indian is the winner of the Vanderbilt by a length and a half.
AP Indian continues his winning streak officially by a length and 1/4 over Holy Boss. Joe Bravo up in 108-1, just a 5th off Speightstown's track record. The 3rd consecutive stakes victory for AP Indian, who gives trainer Arnaud Delacour his first Grade 1 score. The 6-year-old gelding by Indian Charlie was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Green Lantern Stables. AP Indian has earned $737,000. Hunter Valley Farm is still accepting entries for the November breeding stock sales. Contact Hunter Valley for nominations. To Del Mar for sprinters in the Grade 1 Bing Crosby Stakes. Lord Nelson, the even money favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
They run past the half-mile pole. Subtle Indian on the far side and Justin Squared. They lead by 2. Lord Nelson in the perfect spot in 3rd. Indexical is 4th. Then we drop back to ALFRED on the far side. Now we have Cabrage, and then comes Dream Saturday. Home Run Kitten last. Coming past the quarter pole now, and Justin Squared hangs on to the lead. Up alongside Subtle Indian, Lord Nelson on the outside. Here's Lord Nelson with his run now, going to get the lead. Indexical can find no more. Coming with a late run, Cabrage down the centre. Homeward bound, and Lord Nelson is clear. Lord Nelson in front. ALFRED starting a right run. Indexical running a big one at the rail, but Lord Nelson a dominating performance. Lord Nelson and Flavion Pront easy in the Bing Crosby.
The heavy favorite Lord Nelson powers his way to a 4-length victory over 42-1 Indexical. Flavian Pratt aboard the Keeneland Sells graduate in stakes record 107-3, just 5/100ths off the track record. Back-to-back Grade 1 stakes victories for Lord Nelson, who is undefeated in 3 starts since being acquired privately as a future stallion prospect by Spendthrift Farm. The 4-year-old colt by Pulpit was bred in Kentucky by Clear Sky Farms and was a $340,000 Keeneland September yearling. The 3rd winner on the card for Bob Baffert, Lord Nelson has earned $778,000. More racing coming up, but first here's the upcoming schedule in the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series.
The best seek fame and fortune. The best is elegance at 120 decibels. The best run all day and party all night. The best are speed, power, and grace. The Breeders' Cup, with 13 championship races and $28 million in purses and awards, the best is yet to come.
Multiple Grade 1 winner First Samurai by Giants Causeway got off to a quick start at stud, siring Grade 1 winners in each of his first 3 crops. His talented son Lee captured the Grade 1 Don Handicap in record time and retired to stud with over $2.3 million in earnings. Sovereign Award nominee Stack Deck captured the Grade 3 Bold Venture Stakes and Grade 2 Kennedy Road Stakes, both just to tick off track record times. First Samurai at Claiborne Farm.
And now, a Florida thoroughbred history moment. In 1956, a small, feisty horse from Florida named Needles and his owners Jack Dudley and Bonnie Heath shocked the racing world, winning the Kentucky Derby. Needles proved that champions with modest pedigrees could be grown in the Sunshine State, thanks to the limestone-rich soil and spring water. His wild acclaim created the horse capital of the world that we know today. This has been a Florida thoroughbred history moment.
Hunter's Bay and Emma Jane Wilson storming clear now, and it's Hunter's Bay, a pulling away winner of the Eclipse. Hunter's Bay on the outside, on the inside, Pender Harbor. Hunter's Bay and Emma Jane Wilson who win the Dominion Day.
Champion Hunter's Bay, a multiple graded stakes winner of over $600,000 with triple-digit buyers on all surfaces, standing at Adena Springs South. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a battle of champions in the Grade 1 Clement HIRSCH Stakes coming up in the segment. We begin with turf horses at Saratoga in the Grade 2 Bowling Green Stakes. Only 3 challenged 1-10 favorite Flintshire. Larry Comas picks up the call.
Grand Tito heads into the far turn and leads it by 1.5 lengths. No pressure at all for Grand Tito so far. Can't Help Believing in Flintshire are right behind, and Flintshire's going to need a way through. They're getting boxed in. Is Flintshire? Now he's last. Now he's last as Twilight Eclipse is moving up on the outside, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. Flintshire is dead last here, but it looks like he's full of run. They're into the stretch. Where's he going to go? Grand Tito is set down for the stretch drive. Can't Help Believing Twilight Eclipse. Flintshire's going to have to come up on the far outside. He's still under a hand ride. He's still in hand. Here comes Flintshire up alongside of Grand Tito. Oh, he's so good. It's crazy how good he is.
Odds-on favorite Flintshire circles the field to defeat pace setter Grand Tito by 3/4, while under a hand ride by Javier Castellano. Time of the race 2:18-1. Flintshire back at the Spa, where he won the Grade 1 Sword Dancer Stakes last summer for trainer Andre Faub. The International Turf Star cruised to an easy victory in the Grade 1 Manhattan Stakes in his first start for Chad Brown. The 6-year-old horse by Dan Seeley was bred in Great Britain by his owner, Juddmonte Farms. Flintshire has a bankroll of $8,275,000. Flintshire paid $220 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Next, the Grade 2 Monmouth Cup. Last year's winner, Bradester, the 3-5 favorite. Frank Miramonte has the call.
And it's Bradester opening up around the far turn. Bradester traveling beautifully. Mr. Jordan now 3.5 behind. Scuba is just inside of him, gets a reminder to get closer. Adirondack King, Blofeld didn't fire. It's a one-horse race. Bradester by a half dozen. Scuba now takes up the chase inside. Mr. Jordan, they're in the final furlong. And it's Bradester, a commanding lead as he'll go back-to-back in the Monmouth Cup, just sailing through the stretch. The brakes have been put on. Bradester cruises.
Odds-on favorite Bradester splashes home by 2.5 lengths over Scuba, while under a hand ride by Joe Bravo. The first of 3 graded stakes wins on the card for Bravo. The Keeneland Sells graduate clocked in 142-1. A 2-time graded stakes winner over the track last year, the Eddie Keneally trainee is undefeated in 3 starts this season, including the Grade 1 Stephen Foster Handicap. The 6-year-old horse by Lionheart was bred in Kentucky by Doug Branham and originally sold for $13,000 at the Keeneland November sale. A $195,000 2-year-old, Bradester has earned $1,176,000 for Joseph Sutton. Darby Dan Farms leading freshman sire Shackelford, the only American Classic winner at stud from the Stormcat sire line. Sire of a first comp high 6 maiden special winners, including 2 TDN Rising Stars. To Saratoga for fillies and mares in the Grade 3 SHUVEE Handicap. Only 4 went postward, with Curalina the 4-5 favorite. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
Nothing separates Curalina and Caramba as they come to the top of the stretch. Curalina's on the outside. Caramba's put to a drive and they'll turn for home together. Curalina is in front at the top of the stretch. Caramba has given way. Curalina comes by the 8th pole, opening up a 5-length lead. Caramba is second and Sweetgrass is third. There is no catching Curalina. Curalina comes home the winner in a sloppy SHUVEE by about 7 lengths over Caramba.
Odds-on favorite Curalina rolls home officially by 9 1/4 lengths. John Velasquez aboard the Keeneland Sells graduate in 149-4. Put up to first in the Grade 1 CCA Oaks last summer at Saratoga, the Todd Pletcher trainee added another Grade 1 victory to her resume this season by taking the La Trienne Stakes by 7.5 lengths at Churchill Downs. The 4-year-old filly by Curlin was bred in Kentucky by Casa Farms and was a $125,000 Keeneland September yearling. Curalina has earned $1,375,000 for Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at upcoming sales. To Del Mar for the Grade 1 Clement HIRSCH Stakes. Champion Beholder sent off as the 1-10 favorite. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
Down the backstretch they go now, and it is still Beholder, nice and relaxed on a long rein out here, leads them a half a length. Stellar Wind is trying to keep some pressure on her from second. On the inside, The Dream is right there third. Divina Comedia still in the fourth position. Only 3 lengths covers those 4. Now a big gap of 8 lengths back to Off the Road. They run into the far turn. Beholder, now Victor Espinosa shakes up Stellar Wind, and these two start to draw clear. Stellar Wind now is clinging to Beholder along the inside as they come towards the quarter pole. Beholder at the rail and Stellar Wind. So far, just a tremendous horse race. Remember, these are 2 class horses, and neither one of them is going to give an inch. Stellar Wind on the outside has taken a little advantage, but Beholder's far from done. Here she comes back again. Beholder and Stellar Wind, what a horse race. These two nose and nose to the wire. Beholder on the inside, Stellar Wind on the outer. Stellar Wind's going to beat her. Stellar Wind has won the Clement HIRSCH under Victor Espinosa.
Stellar Wind takes the Battle of Champions by half a length over Beholder. Victor Espinosa, the winning jockey, in 141-1. Winner of the Grade 1 Santa Anita Oaks and runner-up in the Breeders' Cup Distaff last year, Stellar Wind earned the Eclipse Award as champion 3-year-old filly. The John Sadler trainee was a closing second to Beholder in the Grade 1 Vanity Mile in her 4-year-old debut. The filly by Curlin was bred in Virginia by Keswick Stables and Stone Street Thoroughbred Holdings. Stellar Wind has banked $1,173,000. Ronus Racing purchased the winner privately at 2. Spendthrift Farms Grade 1 winning stallions Flat Out, Jimmy Creed, and Liaison, all with first crop yearlings selling this summer. Check out yearlings offered by these exciting young stallions selling at Saratoga.
Danza and Permanent Campaign streaking onto the line together, and Danza wins by a half length.
And Danza is the leader of the Arkansas Derby in a sparkling performance, is making short work of the Arkansas Derby field. Danza is the boss as he wins by 5.
Don't miss your opportunity to attend the next Thoroughbred Owner Conference being held at Santa Anita Park, October 31st through November 3rd, the same week of the 2016 Breeders' Cup Championships. Enjoy a great lineup of speakers and topics, plus be part of the close position draw for the Breeders' Cup Classic. Your conference registration also includes reserved grandstand seating for both days of the Breeders' Cup. The Thoroughbred Owner Conference, October 31st through November 3rd at Santa Anita. Register now at ownerview.com.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the 3rd generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
A Florida-bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida-bred.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a maiden winner of the Grade 2 Jim Dandy Stakes coming up in the segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. 3-year-old sprinters at Saratoga in the Grade 2 Amsterdam Stakes. Maniacal, the 2-to-1 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
It is Maniacal and David Flores in front, moving for the far turn. On the outside, It's All Relevant is running in second position. Quixote goes up. King Kranz 3 wide. Counterforce has the rail, saving all the ground there in behind. Horses 2.5 lengths off the lead. Uncle Vinny on Mind Your Biscuits, and they both had to take up as something went wrong with Quixote. Quixote, something went wrong there, and the rider is now pulling up Quixote, but continues to run here as they come toward the top of the stretch. And now It's All Relevant has moved up alongside of Maniacal. Maniacal trying to hold on to this lead. On the outside is It's All Relevant, these two. And coming up the rail, Mind Your Biscuits trying to get into the race late. It is still Maniacal. There's room for Mind Your Biscuits, is closing through on the inside and closing through to take the lead. And Mind Your Biscuits wins the Amsterdam.
Mind Your Biscuits runs by Maniacal to defeat the favorite by a length and 3/4. Joel Rosario aboard the New York bred in 1:15-1. Mind Your Biscuits added Blinkers to defeat State-Bred Allowance Company by 9 1/4 lengths at Belmont Park last month. In his first start against Open Company, he gives 22-year-old trainer Robert Falcone Jr. the first stakes victory of his career. The colt by Posse was bred in New York by Jumping Jack Racing and originally sold for $47,000 at the Keeneland January sale. Mind Your Biscuits has earned $285,000 for J Stables, Scott, Hope, and Daniel Summers. Next, the Grade 2 Jim Dandy Stakes. 7-5 favorite Mo Heyman stumbled at the start. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
3/4 of a length ahead of Destin, who settles into stride in second position on the outside of Governor Malibu, who's making an early run now up into third. Mo Heyman is fourth, and racing on the inside of Race Me Home. Mo Heyman now shuffled back into fifth position. And the trailer is Creator. The half was 49 flat. There's a half mile to go. And it is Laoban in front. Laoban's lead a length and a half. Destin on the outside second. Governor Malibu is third. After that, it's Race Me Home. Mo Heyman's got work to do. He's under a ride. He's fifth on the inside, and Creator is still last, and Laoban is still the leader. 3/4 goes in 1:12-2. They're into the stretch, and it's a maiden in front here in the Jim Dandy. Laoban trying to keep on going. Here's Destin. Governor Malibu makes his run at the fence. Laoban is still there. On the outside, Destin. Governor Malibu comes off the rail with a late bid, but it is a shocker. A maiden has won the Jim Dandy. Laoban went wire to wire.
The maiden Laoban at 27-1 takes the field gate to wire to defeat Governor Malibu by a length and a quarter. Destin and neck back in third for a sweep by Keeneland Sells graduates. Jose Ortiz aboard in 1:48-1. The eighth career start for Laoban, whose best finish prior to the Jim Dandy was a runner-up effort in the Grade 3 Gotham Stakes. The colt by Uncle Mo was bred in Kentucky by Respite Farm and was a $40,000 Keeneland weanling and a $260,000 Keeneland yearling. Laoban has earned $526,000 for McCormick Racing and Southern Equine Stable. Eric Gio trains the upset winner of the Jim Dandy. Coming up, a classic showdown in the Haskell.
Mama Joyce to kick off the early pick four with an easy win.
It's First Heritage in front. First Heritage begins to edge away.
Stick Stately Dude gets there and pulls away in the end.
But here's Floridora on the outside, and it's the New York Invader, Floridora, to win it.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions,
the 11th Triple Crown winner,
13 classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the third generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
OBS August yearling sale graduates shine bright on Derby Day. Catalina Red led a 1-2-3 sweep by OBS grads in the Grade 2 Churchill Downs Stakes, and Sharp Azteca easily won the Grade 3 Pat Day Mile. To win stakes on racing's biggest days, make plans to be in Ocala for the summer yearling sale. Selected yearlings will be offered Tuesday, August 23rd, followed by open yearlings August 24th and 25th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
The WinStar Farm Star Breeders of the Month are Alex Veneri and Marjorie Post-Dye. Alex and Marjorie are the breeders of Grade 1 winner Midnight Storm. The son of Pioneer of the Nile recently captured the Grade 1 Shoemaker Mile Stakes at Santa Anita.
Midnight Storm wins it this year.
He followed up that performance with an impressive victory in the Grade 2 Eddie Reed Stakes at Del Mar in his very next start.
Midnight Storm won the Eddie Reed.
Thank you, Alex and Marjorie. You make the dream possible.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Monmouth Park for the Grade 1 Haskell Invitational. Kentucky Derby winner Nyquist, the even money favorite. Here's the call by Frank Miramonte.
And they're off in the Betfair.com Haskell Invitational to a very smooth beginning. And Nyquist goes right to the front. Gunrunner is showing speed, and Awesome Slew in between them. American Freedom, 4 of them across the track into the first turn. Sunny Ridge is in 5th, and Exaggerator, the distant trailer. Around the first turn, Nyquist a bit off the rail, leads by a half length. American Freedom will keep him honest in 2nd, and Awesome Slew just behind them 3rd. Florent Giroux settles Gunrunner into a nice stride 4th, 4 lengths off the leaders. Sunny Ridge is a length behind him, and it's another 7. Back to Exaggerator. A very quick opening quarter mile for Nyquist and American Freedom. American Freedom puts his nose in front, heading down the back stretch. Awesome Slew is in 3rd. Gunrunner inching up a closer 4th. American Freedom has now put 3/4 of a length on Nyquist. Exaggerator's going for an early run. He's already within 4 lengths of the lead past the half-mile pole, and Sunny Ridge is the trailer. Nyquist coming back for more on the inside of American Freedom. Gunrunner has made steady progress. He's 3 wide and a half length back in 3rd. Exaggerator advancing in 4th. He'll be caught wide. Awesome Slew has dropped back, and then it's Sunny Ridge. American Freedom and Nyquist are head and head. Exaggerator 4 wide. Inside of him, Gunrunner, they're at the top of the stretch. Nyquist is now asked to run. American Freedom has been with him every step of the way. And Exaggerator, the Betfair.com Haskell has turned into a thriller. And Exaggerator has gone right on by. A tremendous performance from Exaggerator under Kent DeSormo to win it by 2.
Exaggerator rallies from last over the sloppy track to defeat American Freedom officially by a length and a half. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Kent DeSormo aboard in 148-3. Exaggerator has won 4 graded stakes in 5 starts over and off track, including a victory over Derby winner Nyquist and the Preakness Stakes. The Classic winner bouncing back from an 11th place finish in the Belmont Stakes. One of 3 graded stakes winners last weekend sired by Curlin. The Haskell winner was bred in Kentucky by Joseph B. Murphy. Exaggerator has earned $3,571,000 for Big Chief Racing and Partners. Kent DeSormo trains the winner. The future Classic winner was consigned by Warrendale Sales to the 2014 Keeneland September yearling sale, where the colt was purchased by Big Chief Racing for $110,000. Haskell Invitational winner Exaggerator, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. We'll see you next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.